Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Saturday. Thanks all for joining in. What a game last night that was. Holy smokes, the Celtics with barely any percent of winning yesterday. Down by 3. Second left to go. Inbound to Hugo Gonzalez in overtime. Drained a corner 3. Forced double overtime. Celtics were without Queta and Garza for the overtime sessions. Both fouled out. Amari Williams, he rose up to the challenge. Made a big block. Erased one of the shots. Celtics picked up the win yesterday. 130 to 126 in overtime. It was an unbelievable game yesterday with the Celtics win over Brooklyn. Quick turnaround for Boston today as they are back in action. They arrived in the hotel in Chicago at 4 in the morning this morning. Celtics are actually the favorite tonight in this game. And going on not even 24 hours of rest tonight. They're at Chicago for tonight's matchup. United Center. Celtics, number 2 in the East, 28-16, 15-9 in the road. Chicago at 500 even, 22-22, 14-9 on their home court. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. In that highlight reel package as well, that is up on my Twitter page. I couldn't put the full 2-minute highlight reel package of all the clips that came out on YouTube because I think it's like over a minute plus. It results in like copyright or so through the NBA. So that's over my Twitter page right there. That is linked in the chat. All are welcome to feel free to watch that video out there. Feel free to give me a follow over my Twitter page as well, at Behind the Arc 14. And that is pinned into the chat. And you guys are welcome to see that. Some pretty cool stuff from yesterday's call. Celtics win over the Nets. That was an unbelievable game. Celtics, at first, they should have had that one in the bag. It shouldn't have even gone into overtime. Celtics led 101-91 with 3 minutes left to go. And then their two big guys, Queta and Garza, got into really deep foul trouble. Queta then fouled out. Garza fouled out at the end of the fourth quarter. Celtics were without bigs. They got smashed in the glass yesterday. That was a really tough matchup as well against Brooklyn for them because the Celtics do lack size. And Brooklyn had a bunch of size and took advantage of the rebounding game yesterday. Peyton Pritchard, though, he was awesome. 32 points for Peyton Pritchard. He kept the Celtics right at it. Sam Hauser, he had 19. Jaylen Brown finished with a triple-double yesterday, playing 46 total minutes. Jaylen Brown was questionable going into this game tonight. He is good to go tonight for JB. 27, 10, and 12 for points, rebounds, and assists last night. And then guys just came up and rose up off the bench and stepped up. Hugo Gonzalez, 10 points. Perfect, 4 for 4 off the bench. The three-point shot of his life. to force double OT off the inbound by Baylor Shireman. And then it was also Amari Williams, who is getting the start tonight. 5 critical minutes yesterday as both the two bigs, Garza and Keita, both fouled out. Amari Williams comes in and he blocks a massive shot in the final minute left to go, gives the Celtics the 4-point win. He also scored a huge layup, too, with like under 3 minutes left. He was awesome in the double OT session. What's good, Cynthia? Welcome back in. Joe, thanks for joining in for this one. Man, once again, we yet to get any snow, Joe. Yeah, I saw your text from earlier today. We have no snow. The snow is coming tomorrow around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning is when we're getting snow tomorrow. So it's just freezing cold right now. It was 15 degrees today, so it's like ice cold tundra outside, and the actual snow, like 12 to 18 inches, is coming tomorrow. Ride Dog, Jan Lee, thanks for joining in. Jane in the stream, Ashton, glad to have you guys back in. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And gonna tip off very shortly in around like 8 to 10 minutes from now. Vegas, glad to have you back in, bud. Yeah, disappointing loss again I saw for PC. Lost against Georgetown, and I'm kind of shocked that Kim English hasn't been fired by then. One of those satire pages on Twitter put up Kim English has been fired from the PC Friars today. Didn't even walk back to the locker room. It was one of those satire pages. Simon Charles was that page name that does like the satire stuff for like New England sports. What a game last night, indeed. Holy smokes. That a lot of those shorts I put up from yesterday, big shout out to the guys over at Assist. Those guys are great. They set me up with like highlight reel clips, which is awesome. So that whole like scoreboard stuff that syncs in with their site through the stream as well, and then that's able to come down and I get sent through my profile a bunch of highlight clips that come through, which is really cool. So it gets synced up through what the NBA sends over through the clock that syncs up with my call over at Assist, and then it gets sent into my profile. So it's pretty cool. That whole highlight package, if anybody's interested in watching that is pinned in the chat right there over my Twitter page at Behind the Arc 14. So feel free to watch the 2-minute highlight clip from the Celtics highlights in the win yesterday over Brooklyn. Just an incredible game yesterday. Great calls they had yesterday during that game. Just big time yesterday. Peyton Pritchard, massive shots he was making left and right. And then Hugo Gonzalez, nothing bigger than that corner 3 to force double OT. I can't even remember the last time I covered a double overtime stream before. I think it was like a long time ago. I might have called one when Cade Cunningham was playing in college at Oklahoma State. I think, like, going back to, 2021? I think that's the last time I might have covered a double overtime game. And, yeah, what a game we had yesterday. Earth Mystery, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Hockey, glad to have you back in. Greg, welcome back to the stream. Jordan, glad to have you back in. What a game last night, indeed. Absolute roller coaster. Like, I thought for sure the Celtics were going to lose that one yesterday, but what it really showed, Celtics pride, Celtics overcoming adversity, grit, intensity, everything about the Celtics that needed to be Celtics basketball displayed in that overtime/double overtime session for them yesterday. It was just amazing how they overcame deficits, overcame size in the front court. They got out-rebounded by 17 rebounds yesterday, still won the game. 22 made threes yesterday as the Celtics. They did not shoot the ball well at the free throw line, 10 for 16. But still, it's all about finding ways to win. That's what great teams do, is they find ways to win, no matter what. And they did that yesterday. Found ways to win because of players stepping up. And props to Joe Mazzulla. He saw something in the defense with a second left to go in that first overtime session that Hugo Gonzalez wasn't even on the floor. He took the timeout, advanced the ball to the front court, and then substituted Hugo into the game. And then Hugo was left wide open, drilled the corner 3. Got the game into double OT. And then the Celtics were thin in the front court. They had Amari Williams start double OT as the center. He came up with a massive block. I believe he had an and one layup too at one point that really took the game away. And Amari Williams, he earned the right tonight to get the start. So he is starting tonight as the starting center for the Celtics. So you got young guys making an impact all over the court. Hugo Gonzalez picked up in the draft for the rookie. Amari Williams, he's a rookie out of Kentucky. I mean, this is just amazing development out of these guys. Amari Williams on a two-way contract, and he earned it tonight to go out, get the start. What he did in double overtime yesterday, that was awesome. Mikey, welcome in. This game will start in approximately 5 minutes. Yeah, they're showing that Amari Williams basket, the and one, and double OT. And that dude is tough. Good young big for the future. Like, they really hit on their picks in the draft. Yeah, Joe, I saw that. 46 points he scored for Illinois. That's insane. Wow, that's a big-time win over Purdue. I just saw the snow once he sent Joe. So you guys get the snow today. Yeah, I'm not getting it till tomorrow around, like, just before noontime tomorrow. Somebody asked about Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey's supposed to play tonight. So he's on a minutes restriction, looks like, according to CBS Sports. He's going to play around 24 minutes, according to this post on CBS Sports. So, head coach Billy Donovan saying that Josh Giddey will be on a minutes restriction around 24 minutes tonight, according to 670 to score. So, approximately 24 minutes. He's coming off the bench tonight for Josh Giddey. Celtics took the first game against Chicago. That was back on January 5th, 115-101. Chicago had a brutal game from three. Celtics were leaving open shooters wide open for Chicago in the corner, and I remember Chicago was bricking those shots left and right in that game. I'm honestly shocked the Celtics are the favorite tonight. 3.5 point favorite. Like, this is really a trap game for them tonight. Jaylen Brown played 46 minutes yesterday. These guys are cooked. They played a double overtime game yesterday. You would think that the Celtics could be upset tonight, could lose this game. Wouldn't shock me if they do. But then again, Celtics under Joe Mazzulla recently, they've had a history of playing pretty well on night 2 of a back-to-back for them. And it's just that Celtics pride, Celtics depth that they have. What I really like compared to previous teams is their depth. Like, I talked about Hugo, talked about Amari Williams, right down the lineup. Multiple hot hands, making plays, making an impact. Yesterday it was Pritchard. Derek White didn't play yesterday. Back in the lineup tonight. It's guys who go off in game after game. Different guys. Anthony Simons, he has some games that he scores big time. Jordan Walsh, around a month ago, he had some really good games. Luka Garza, he's had some great games in there. Last game, yesterday, Hugo Gonzalez, making plays with that 3 in overtime, scoring in double figures. Amari Williams coming up with clutch plays down the stretch in double OT. It's things like that. It's just not. It's not one player that's making an impact like some of these teams. Like, one player will carry a team, or they have like 1, 2, or 3 good players and no bench. The Celtics team, Jaylen Brown, their superstar guy, MVP, and then after that, Derek White. He has big games. Peyton Pritchard, up and down, he has big games. Anthony Simons, he can go off. It's what makes the Celtics so lethal. And then the guys off the bench, Hauser, he can pop off at any time. He's done that recently. Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser, Amari Williams, the 5 players on the court tonight, getting the starting 5 for the Celtics, going up against Kobe White, Matas Buzelis, Isaac Okoro, Kevin Huerter, Jalen Smith, and Nikola Vucevic, the starting 5 for Chicago. Josh Giddey coming off the bench tonight in this game for the Bulls. Trey Jones not playing. Neither is Noah Asenge. And also Zach Collins. So those 3 are not playing. Josh Minot still out. Jason Tatum still out as well for the Celtics as we are underway. Chicago, black jerseys tonight as they go left to right on the floor. The Bulls control the opening tip. Kobe White, spin cycle, inside the key, accelerates on Derek White, kick out to the corner, the three, taken by Okoro, missed off the mark, no good, tipped up to Derek White for the defensive rebound. Opening possession here for the Celtics to begin. Same uniforms that they wore yesterday, white jerseys, that 2025-2026 City Edition with the gold numbers, gold letters, swoosh. It is buried from the perimeter to begin by Jaylen Brown. Good start just like that. JB, 46 minutes yesterday, doesn't faze him at all. Corner triple is made by Matas Buzelis. It's also Derrick Rose night tonight for Chicago. White getting into the mid-range, coming off a day of rest yesterday, did not play in the victory over Brooklyn as he missed it off the back rim. Kobe White has it up the floor, launches the triple, and he buries it. Yeah, I talked about in the pregame, this could be a trap game. 1 day fresh rest for Chicago Celtics coming off a back-to-back yesterday. Hauser buries the three straight away right at the top of the key. Man, great to see Sam Hauser shooting the cover off the ball just like that in the opening minutes. Chicago will try a three from the top. No good off the back rim, missed by Okoro. Tip towards the near side offensive rebound. Kobe White pulls up from deep. Kobe White launches it and knocks it down off the deep range trigger. Chicago coming out firing right now. 3 made threes for them. Celtics trailing by 3. Pritchard at the top into the hands to White. Slides it off to Hauser. Comes off the screen. Takes the jumper. No good. Got it blocked as it goes back to the Bulls here with the basketball. Kobe White at the wing. Sends it off to Buzelis. Buzelis dribbles up to the elbow outside. Kobe White, 32, a footer. Halfway down on the three. No good. Rattled out. Rebound. Goes back to Boston. Derek White outlet pass. Jaylen Brown up fake. Draws a double team, dish outside on top. Pritchard bursts the speed past Vucevic. Inside the key, works on Okoro, back out to the perimeter. Dribble, drive, attacking, a low block out on top. Into the hands to Brown to the near side corner. JB, left baseline dribble, bouncing bodies, jumper deep two, connects on it. Wow. Jaylen Brown getting into the groove right now. 5 points for him so far. Kobe White. Kick outside. Buzelis. Corner three. No good off the mark. Rebound secured by Pritchard. We're just getting started tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. Pritchard. No good. He missed the layup out of bounds. It's, I believe, going to be Chicago basketball here. Or no, check that. It looked like Chicago was setting up for an inbound. It's going to be Celtics ball. So Celtics will get this inbound. White at the baseline, the inbound passer. Out to Amari Williams. Over to Brown. Brown at the left wing. Drives on Buzelis. Soars up to the rim. Over Buzelis and scores up and in off the backboard. Man, Jaylen Brown. Making it look easy right now. 46 minutes yesterday. He's got 7 points. Perfect. 3 for 3 to start off tonight. Vucevic backs his way in the smaller Pritchard. Skip pass out to Jalen Smith at the wing. A trifecta as he buries the triple. 2-point advantage right now for Chicago. Yeah, I don't expect much defense out of the Celtics tonight based on coming off a double overtime game in the previous game. Williams, kick out corner, deflected out of bounds off the Bulls. Good to see the Celtics coming out like this, scoring the basketball, though, at will to begin. This is great. Because it's these types of games, usually the wheels fall off night 2 of back-to-back. They certainly haven't right now. Celtics just heating up. Peyton Pritchard buries the corner J. 1 point lead back for Boston. Buzelis at the top of the key. Bounce pass at the low block. This is an offensive shootout so far right now as Jalen Smith lines up the left-handed hook shot and gutted a drop. Pritchard. Quick up the floor. Boston pushing tempo so far as he dribbles, attacks inside the key, outside on top. Brown, he's got fresh legs tonight. Took the three. Off the back heel, misfired. A rebound secured by Buzelis. 118 points per game for Chicago, number 7 in the NBA. Buzelis, holy smokes right there, exploding right over Derek White. Tears up the roof. Shaq with a two-handed flush. 3-point lead right now for Chicago. Jaylen Brown pulls up from 30 feet out. Off the back rim, no good. Missed the 3. Rebound secured by Buzelis. Matas Buzelis started to take over. Kobe White at the top. Straightaway 3. Left it off the rim short to rebound secured by Amari Williams. First 4.5 minutes of action. Hauser comes off the screen at the left wing. Moves on top into the hands to Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard. 8 on the shot clock. Guarded by Vucevic. Drives on Vucevic inside. Up fake. Looking for the step through. And Pritchard commits the traveling violation. So turnover on Peyton Pritchard. Usually don't see that too often there. Holy smokes. Matas Buzelas a couple plays ago. Taking it the distance. Sort of right up over Derek White with that two-hand slam. Timeout on the floor. Chicago going to burn the first timeout of the night. 7:14 left to go in the opening quarter as we head to the opening timeout. Are you a fan of Behind the Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. That link's in the description of this video for the Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise store. Feel free to check that out if you guys would like right now in the opening timeout of today's game. Make sure to check out my highlight reel clip from yesterday. That is pinned in the chat, and it has the highlights from yesterday's Celtics versus Nets win for Boston in double overtime from last night. Pretty cool stuff we got out there. Man, what a win yesterday. Yes, Kata's playing tonight. Kata's coming off the bench. Amari Williams got the start tonight. And now the Celtics are starting to find a third big man in the rotation with Amari Williams. So that's key. He was clutch yesterday in OT. Cavs up against the Magic at halftime, 55-48. Other games tipping off later tonight. Lakers at Mavs, Heat at Jazz. Hornets beat the Wizards 119-115. Knicks winners at the Sixers 112-109. So the Knicks are now 27-18. Celtics are 28-16, just above the Knicks. Jay Mullen, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate it here for being a part of the stream again. Not a whole lot of defense so far, and Celtics coming off a double overtime game yesterday. Yeah, I expected that to be a case. What's good, though, for what Boston's doing right now, the wheels haven't fallen off the offense. Usually these types of games, when you got players playing 40-plus minutes, usually the offense just sinks downwards and the wheels fall off. That has not been the case to start off this game right now. Celtics, red hot. 50% shooting, 3 for 6 from the floor. Jaylen Brown in a groove, 7 points in 5 minutes. Chicago 6 for 11, 4 for 9 from 3. Chicago's coming out hitting their shots so far tonight. Back to action, Chicago with a possession. Kobe White drives on Hauser, had the ball poke loose, stole away. Derek White up the floor, off to the races. One defender to beat, shovel pass off to Brown, slicing the feathers right to the cup. Soars up and scores with a left-hand layup. Good teamwork right there for Boston. White with a steal and an assist off the Brown with a deuce. Runner at the low block. It is good by that is good by number 13, first time on the floor for Chicago. That is Kevin Huerter. Pritchard at the wing takes on Okoro. Cross-court Hauser into the hands to Brown. Brown 6 in the timer, backs his way in White. Inside the key, turnaround jumper, 13-footer, left it off the rim short. And a loose ball foul charged to Amari Williams of Boston. So that will stop the clock, 6:21. And Amari Williams will check out. He'll head towards the bench. Or check that. That was actually on Chicago. Amari Williams just substituted out. The foul was on the Bulls there. So, beg my pardon. It was actually on Chicago. Celtics off the inbound. Brown elevates on a J for a three. Missed off the mark. No good. A rebound secured by Herter. Anthony Simons, he checked in for the first time today. Also, Luka Garza on the floor alongside Baylor Shireman, Jaylen Brown, and Derek White, the two starters in the court currently for the Celtics. Corner three misfired by Jalen Smith. The rebound secured by Garza. Brown races up the floor. As we are midway into the opening quarter of action, finds Luka Garza on top, towards his right around the perimeter. Handoff to Derek White. White pressured by Herter. White, 6 in the shot clock, 4D White. Derek White dribbles up, White with a runner. And oh boy, Luka Garza knocked down as he fell down, hit the deck hard, and it's in quite a bit of pain right now for Luka Garza because his ankle is taken out beneath him there. Defensive foul again charged to Chicago. Let's see, Luka Garza setting the screen. Oof. Yeah, his knee just collided right into the knee of Kevin Herter. Kevin Herter picked up the personal foul. Inbound goes to Simons. Slides it off to Brown. Jaylen Brown, an offensive clinic so far tonight. 5 in the timer. Cross court off to Simons. Simons dribbles up, brother. He gets stuffed by Jalen Smith. That's just perfect defense right there by Jalen Smith. Read the shot attempt by Simons perfectly. Buzelis connects with Kobe White. Kobe White drives, bouncing bodies off Shireman, going up to the rim, and he is followed by Derek White. So 2 free throws are waiting Kobe White at the line with 5:12 in the opening quarter. Wild, thanks for joining back in from Brazil. Glad to have you in the stream. Chris, Sean, Ricardo, Marcus, welcome in. Hanging in, doing my best. I actually have some pretty sad news for you guys in the stream. So, I didn't really bring him on too often. So, Mr. Topps' brother, his name was Spike. Back in the finals in 2024 when the Celtics won the finals, I brought Spike a couple times on the stream. I didn't really bring him too often on the stream for my painted turtle Spike because he's like an aquatic turtle and he lived in water. Yeah, sadly he passed away today. So my turtle Spike, he was old. He was like 25, 26 years old. We took him to a doctor to see if they can do anything with him, but he underwent tests and unfortunately they couldn't do anything. It's just he had I think he had organ failure, so it was so sad. So my painted turtle Spike today passed away. It's sad because I grew up with him my whole childhood. Lasted 25, 26 years though for him. That's basically the lifespan of a painted turtle. Jaylen Brown, 5-point deficit for the Celtics. Dribbles up to the elbow. Brown at the free throw circle. Breaks the ankles of one defender off the reverse course. Kobe White. As Kobe White here picks up the defensive foul. Jaylen Brown going to shoot 2. Coming up at the free throw line. Wow. That was a flop right there by Kobe White. Oh my goodness. Absolute flop by Kobe White. Brown going to shoot 2 at the line. First one's good. Yeah, really sad. He lived a great life though. We actually found him. He was walking the streets. So we actually found him around 2000, 2001. Walking the streets. So we're glad we picked him up, put him in our tank, and gave him a solid 25, 26 years, because if he was still walking the streets, there's no chance that he would be here by this time. No chance. Yeah, I've seen so many turtles on my street or down the road or in my town get run over during the summer. It's really sad. Kevin Herter splashes the 3. 6-point lead right now for Chicago. Simons on the floor with White, Kada, Brown, and Sharman. Anthony Simons dribbles up to the elbow, outside the White, pops up for a three, top of the key. It's a laser right down the chute from the perimeter. 3-point game. Good to see Derek White able to find his stroke there. Josh Giddey, first time on the floor for him tonight. He's going into this game with a minutes restriction. Approximately 24 minutes he'll get in this game tonight. Outside to a three taken by Dosunmu, and Dosunmu buries it. Tops has like a habitat that he lives in soil for him, so they lived in separate tanks. So Spike lived in water, and then Mr. Tops lives in soil because Mr. Tops is a tortoise. So Mr. Tops has his own ramp, and then Spike had his own like rock lift that he had on his tank. Timeout here on the floor, 26-20. Chicago shooting the ball extremely well, 9 for 15, 6 for 12 from 3. And we're going to head to the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Tops gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Tops jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Alright, so back onto the timeout right now. Jaylen Brown, great start for JB. He's coming off 46 minutes yesterday, 11 points right now for Jaylen. This game's on NBC Sports Boston, so it's like a regional game. So it looks like it's NBC Sports Boston or Chicago Sports Network. Other than that, you'd have to live outside of those areas to get it on League Pass. So I get it on NBC Sports Boston. Hey, what's good, Alex? Welcome in. I had a game for water polo last Sunday at Brown. They played against Iona. So that was one of my ESPN Plus streams. I think my next one isn't until, I think, March 8th. Brown plays against Virginia Military Institute for water polo, so that's my next ESPN Plus stream. A lot of them are on Flow College that I cover. So yeah, usually a bunch of the games are on Flow College. I cannot show the TV due to copyright. It's play-by-play only. Yeah, snowy out there. Stay safe if you guys are out in the snowstorm, ice storm. Some places are getting ice. Stay safe out there. I'm supposed to get the snow starting tomorrow, like 10 a.m., 11 a.m., noontime. It's supposed to be like, I think like 12 to 18 inches. Some parts it said like, if it overreacts, like it has like some parts like towards like South Shore, Mass, Boston, Quincy, Weymouth, Hingham, like those areas towards like Massachusetts Bay, they could be getting upwards to like 23, 24 inches tomorrow, possibly like around Boston. Putback is good. Baylor Sharman on the floor right now scores the deuce. Josh Giddey on the floor with Dosunmu, Vucevic, Kevin Huerter, and also Patrick Williams. Bounce pass off the roll down low. Giddey able to collect it into the hands to Dosunmu. 5 of the shot clock. Dosunmu drives on Simons. Lost control of the basketball. Turns it over. Simons with a steal inside the key. Up the floor finds White. D. White. He slows it down. Entry pass finds Brown. Brown backs his way. Working on Huerter. Fires a fastball off to Kada. Kada downhill to the cup. No good. Blew the layup. Rebound. Secure by Huerter. And here goes Chicago racing up the floor. Dosunmu took a quick three, missed off the rim. A rebound secured by Showerman. Baylor Showerman on the floor with Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Neemias Queta, and Anthony Simons. Simons off the Queta screen, took the three, missed off the rim. A rebound secured by Chicago. Outlet pass up the floor. Layup is scored. It is made by Dosunmu for two. Boston expected to get around 18 to 24 tomorrow. It's all like localized. It depends. Like some of the maps says Boston getting like 23, 24, 25 inches tomorrow. Like that bullseye target is going to be someplace towards Boston. I've been hearing it's like a tad south, like towards like Quincy, Weymouth, Pembroke, Cohasset, Hull, Hingham, that area. I actually went to college in Milton, so that's kind of in that area range. Milton's a little bit tucked in more. It's not like Scituate, Marshfield, like right on Mass Bay, but one of those there are some of those towns in like Massachusetts Bay, hugging the harbor, north of Plymouth, south of Boston. They're gonna hit the jackpot tomorrow, from what I've been hearing. Simons at the baseline, outside to the wing. White launches the three off the back rim, no good. Long rebound out of the pack, controlled by Josh Giddey. Giddey cross court off to Dosunmu, had it stripped away from Simons. Simons race up the floor into the hands to White, Euro step, and he goes and he scores, up and off the backboard. 4-point game right now. Herter takes a quick three, no good off the mark. Battle for the rebound, deflected out. This will stay Chicago ball. Yeah, so the snow is not going to start for us until, like, I think 10 a.m., 11, 12 o'clock tomorrow. So it's like a really slow-moving storm that we're supposed to be getting up here. Missed shot off the glass there by Chicago. Showerman shoots right out of a pack. Bounce pass off to Queta. Into the hands to White. White low block, had it knocked loose. Into the hands to Queta again. Finds Simons. On top with Showerman. Drives, attacks, floats it up over the top. Queta blocked to the summit. Not clean, though, as he gets fouled. Two free throws awaiting Neemias Queta. It's Patrick Williams who picks up the shooting foul. So 1:05 left to go here in the opening quarter. Two free throws here coming up at the line by Queta. First one's good. Second one's good. Dosunmu, bounce pass. Vucevic blocked, going up by Gonzalez. Celtics come away with it. Final minute left to go in the opening quarter. Pass midcourt with Showerman. Into the hands to Derek White. Ten in the shot clock right now for the Celtics. Derek White dribbles up, zigzag to the free throw circle, jumper, 18-footer off the mark, no good. Tipped around, back to the Bulls it goes with Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams, push pass out to the corner. Dosunmu, out of bounds, last off Showerman, so it's going to stay Chicago ball here, 18.4 seconds left. Inbound coming around is Herter, no good. Left it off the glass short, got the rebound back though, and he scores. Final 10 seconds left to go in this opening quarter. Anthony Simons, top of the key. Drives, accelerating downhill to the rim. Puts it up off the glass. He scores as he banks it up and in for two. And that's big right there for Simons. Gets his team winning two. Chicago unable to get a shot off in time to close out the end of the first quarter of action. 30-28. Both teams shooting the ball pretty well so far tonight. Chicago at 48%, 43% from three. Both teams getting down the floor early on. More defense winning the last couple minutes, though. But, yeah, it's kind of what I expected. Celtics in a short rest tonight, getting a good challenge by the Bulls. Not really a physical game out there tonight. It's just a lot of shot making the early going, and now it's a lot of like 50-50 ball opportunities. So, yeah, I'll take it for the Celtics coming off a double overtime game yesterday. Guys played 40-plus minutes in that game yesterday. Jaylen Brown played 46 total minutes. I'll take it. I was honestly shocked that Boston was a 3.5-point favorite coming into this game, based that they needed to travel for this game from Brooklyn to Chicago. They didn't get into their hotel until 4 in the morning. Jaylen Brown was questionable coming into this matchup. I'll take it right now that they're down by just 2 at the end of 1. 30-28. We're going to head to a quick break here. We'll be back in a couple moments. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions on the GamesGo site. Scan the QR code to head over to GamesGo, or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Canva Pro, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Crunchyroll, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 7 years. Yeah, thanks all for joining in. Jefferson, glad to have you in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I think they're supposed to hang up his jersey. So everybody in the crowd tonight is getting a Derrick Rose t-shirt. There's pictures about that. They should have added it by now to the rafters. So Chicago Bulls back on August 21st, 2025. Their Twitter page tweeted out, January 24, 2026, join us for Derrick Rose jersey retirement night when we officially add number 1 to the United Center rafters. So it should be up there. I'm not seeing like many pictures or anything about that. But yeah, tonight was Derrick Rose night to retire his jersey, put it up in the rafters. Welcome in. We got Tatton on the stream. Victoria, thanks for joining in. Mike Chalk, welcome back in. Glad to have you back in, Mike Chalk. And quick update for you guys. If you didn't see my community post yet, this is my final stream for like the next 7 days or so. I got 6 broadcasts coming up next week. So no Celtic streams for me next week. I got college broadcasts Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next week for me. So my next stream will be after February 2nd. Pritchard, fall away, drills the 2. We're tied up here. Pritchard's on the floor with Gonzalez, Queta, Simons, and Hauser, circling around the key with Chicago. At the wing with Giddey. Giddey takes the 3 off the mark, no good. Tipped up in the air to Pritchard with a defensive rebound. Peyton Pritchard coming off a huge game yesterday, dropped down 32. Hauser at the top. Back into the hands to Pritchard. Pritchard coming off 6 made threes in the win over Brooklyn at the wing of the perimeter. Pritchard dribbles up inside the key, up fake, slides it off to Hugo. Hugo, 5 of the timer. Off to a Simons. We'll have to launch here with 2. He does. His 3 left off the back rim, no good. Herter collects the defensive rebound. Herter takes up the floor. Patrick Williams, Vucevic, Josh Giddey, Ayo Dosunmu. 5 in the court currently for Chicago. Patrick Williams missing poorly on the 3 over the cylinder off an air ball too long. Simons takes it up the floor. Celtics just 4 for 12 right now from 3. Shooting to begin this game. Pritchard At the wing, slides it on top into the hands of Simons, attacks the paint, puts it up and scores, upping it off the backboard. Good flow right now for Boston, 2-point advantage for the Celtics here. And this is part of a 10-2 run by the Celtics recently. Getting to the rim, it is scored in the layup by Patrick Williams. Celtics going to cross midcourt. Peyton Pritchard off the Hauser, pops up for a three, halfway down, no good, rattled out to rebound. Goes back into the hands of the Bulls right now. Josh Giddey at the elbow, puts up the shot, draws the contact in, the foul. 2 free throws coming up at the line here for Giddey. Yeah, definitely no snow melting forecast after the storm. I saw the whole forecast coming up for like the next week. It's supposed to be like all 20s. Up towards like New England, up towards Boston. 2 shots here at the line for Josh Giddey. First one's good. One of 3 players right now that average 8 and 8 for points and assists. Second free throw is good by Giddey. Celtics with possession. Simons glides on Vucevic. The cup, no good. Had it blocked out of bounds. It will stay Celtics ball. Both of these defenses started to take over this game. It was a rapid-fire start. Both the offenses came out, knocked down shots right from the early going. Hauser baseline to inbound passer. Sends it off to Pritchard. Pritchard at the wing of the perimeter. Has a wide-open Gonzalez in the corner. Pritchard going to take it himself. Pritchard went up. Got it blocked from behind. Out of bounds. Last touch by Dosunmu, though, trying to save it. So, Celtics were just 1.8 seconds on the shot clock. Going to have to go into a catch-and-fire situation here for Boston. Neemias Queta checks back in on the floor. He replaces Luka Garza back on the bench. Hugo Gonzalez outside. Queta, the guy that you don't want to take a three off the back of no good. Offensive rebound, luckily for the Celtics with Hauser. The three-point shot is buried. It's a laser right down the chute right there by Boston. Anthony Simons lines it up in a triple. Outside on top off the Vucevic. At the wing, Williams fires a fastball out to the corner. That was just a luck right there. Queta should not be the guy to attempt the three. Basket is good. Up and in off the glass by Vucevic. Backing his way inside the low post. Simons races up the floor. Got the layup. Slipped the defense up and in off the glass for 2. This game's got pace to it right now. Quick turnover there by Chicago. Put up for the parking lot. Simons off the rim, no good. A rebound under the pack goes to Giddey. Up the floor finds Buzelis. Buzelis open up the bank right there. Cha-ching and a 3. Yeah, both of these teams going quickly up the floor against one another. Pritchard has possession here at the top of the key. Dribbles inside, floats it up over the top. Queta shoves it through with a 2-hand alley-oop slam. Great teamwork there together. Timeout on the floor taken by Chicago. 39-39 with 8:15 left to go before halftime. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions on the GamesGo site. Scan the QR code to head over to GamesGo or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Canva Pro, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Crunchyroll, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 7 years. Holy smokes, this game's got pace to it tonight. Good balance by the Celtics all around. 11 points by Jaylen Brown. 9 by Simon. Simon's showing up to play today. 5 by Derek White. Pritchard, 5 points, 4 assists. Great assist over the top there for Keita with a slam. Keita has 4 plus a block. Chicago, led by Matas Buzelis, 8 points for him. Kobe White has 8 as well. And Vucevic limited with just 2 in this game. 3 rebounds for Vucevic. This game's got pace to it. Not many fouls. Not many turnovers. 1 turnover this entire first half by the Celtics. 4 turnovers by Chicago. Personal fouls. Both teams perfect at the free throw line, 4 for 4. 2 fouls this entire game by the Celtics. Chicago's committed 4. Well, I cannot believe we're 45 minutes past the top of the hour. We're closing in at halftime. Like, this first half is flowing right by. This has to be like one of the fastest first halves I've covered in like an NBA game. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys on board, be a part here on the channel. Feel free, I pinned that in the chat. Check out yesterday's double OT victory, the highlights from yesterday's game between the Celtics and the Nets. That's over my Twitter page. Feel free to watch that. The highlight reel clips if you guys would like. Wow, Hugo Gonzalez, best defensive rating in the Celtics this year. Yeah, he does so much stuff that it might not be seen in the box score, but it's awesome for Hugo Gonzalez, what he has done this year. Just constantly locked up guys when he has been on the floor, forcing misses left and right as being the primary defender. 39-39 with 8:15 left to go before halftime. Yes, this is play-by-play to the live game. I cannot show the actual game due to copyright. Chicago gets the inbound back to action as the Bulls have it. Left to right on the floor for Chicago. Josh Giddey on the court with Kobe White, Jalen Smith. Matas Buzelis, who takes the 3 at the top of the key, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Giddey. And also Isaac Okoro, he's the 5th player on the floor currently. 5 of the shot clock. Giddey rises for the jumper, deep 2, around the rim and out to rebound secured by JB. Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard, Luka Garza, Jordan Walsh, first time on the floor for him tonight. And Anthony Simons, that's the 5 currently for the Celtics. Cross-court, Pritchard off to Walsh. Both feet behind the arc. Sizzles the triple. Good from downtown for Walsh. Good response right there. Coming off the bench, making a statement by Jordan Walsh. That's a great way to start off his game tonight. And Buzelis commits to travel. Turnover by Chicago. Yesterday, the assists, they were pumping for the Celtics tonight. 11 assists to just 1 turnover. Chicago, 10 assists to 5 turnovers right now. Celtics, another great game, taking care of the basketball. Yesterday, it showed they had just 9 turnovers the entire game in a double overtime victory. Brooklyn had 18. Celtics with possession. Bounce pass on top into the hands to Garza. Back over to Pritchard. Pritchard, 10 of the shot clock. Dribbles up to the elbow. Bounce pass behind his back. Sets up White. Pops up for a 3. Bricked off the back rim. No good. Tipped up in the air. Offensive rebound. Controlled by Garza. Out of bounds off Buzelis. Man, Celtics battling, fighting for these possessions. This is a game tonight. Like, I don't care how many points you win by, as long as you win and get the job done. That's all that matters. These guys didn't get to their hotel room until 4 in the morning last night. Jordan Walsh, wide open, 3 off the step back. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. Offensive rebound controlled by Derek White. Lobs the pass off to Garza. Garza pops up for a three. Missed off the mark, no good. And a loose ball foul charged to Chicago. It's on Jalen Smith, who picks up the over the back. Yeah, Jordan Walsh had a really good look at that. He had made the one previous to that, but Celtics seeing some gaps in the defense here. Started to take advantage of that. Jaylen Brown comes off the screen, launches the open three off the mark, no good. The rebound controlled by Jalen Smith. And Chicago will slow it down. Celtics just 2 for 10 shooting the three ball this quarter. Chicago 1 for 4. Kobe White dribbles, attacks, low block, kick out, corner. And before the shot, Luka Garza picks up the reach-in foul. So, what I talked about a couple minutes ago, Celtics, a lot of foul issue, or not many foul issues at all between these two teams. Pace is fast. Now we're starting to get whistles with foul calls last couple of moments. Inbound here for Chicago. Dosunmu slides it off towards his left, back into the hands from Dosunmu to White. Dosunmu dribbles inside a key, blocked from behind by Walsh, got it back, floated up the shot, and gutted a drop of the low block. 1 point game right now. Celtics with the basketball, approaching 6 minutes left to go. Brown, a 15-footer straight away, connects on it. It is good for 2 for JB. Jaylen Brown in the zone right now. He's got 13 in his first half. Kobe White puts up the shot, no good over Garza. Tipped up off the glass. Jordan Walsh battling hard there. Collects the defensive rebound. Brown will slow it down at the wing. A JB spin cycle. Takes on Buzelis one-on-one. Brown backs his way, showing patience this possession. Jaylen Brown. His pass got broken up right back to him. Outside to the wing. Finds Garza. Takes the three. Makes the three from downtown. Luka Garza rips down the triple. 5-point lead here for the Celtics. Jalen Smith, dribble, drive, down the lane inside, gutted a drop up and then off the backboard. Celtics controlling tempo here. Past midcourt, Peyton Pritchard steps into a wide open three. A target range, bullseye. They're not going to count it though. An illegal screen set by the Celtics, erasing the three by Peyton Pritchard. It's an offensive foul picked up, charged to Luka Garza. Yeah, that's tough there. Peyton Pritchard, a wide open three. Luka Garza just got in the way of Dosunmu to try to clear a pathway. 3-point game, under 5 minutes before halftime. Ashton, welcome back in. Rose, thanks for joining in. Mr. Carolina boy, welcome in. Looking for Sam Hauser to get hot. Right now, Hauser not on the floor currently at the moment, as Patrick Williams bricked the three off the back rim. Rebound goes to Jordan Walsh. Good start tonight for Jordan Walsh coming off the bench. +3 on the floor. Just picked up his second rebound. Celtics with a possession. Jaylen Brown at the top. Takes on Vucevic one-on-one. Glides up inside the key. JB drops off the bounce pass. Missed it wide for Garza. It's out of bounds. Yeah, just didn't connect with Luka Garza there. I think he wanted Garza to cut back door, and Garza didn't read it perfectly to Jaylen Brown as Brown left it wide and out of bounds. Kobe White, up to the elbow. Looking for an open teammate. Dosunmu has it now at the top. Dosunmu jacks up the three off the rim short. Brown controls the defensive board. Jaylen Brown's second rebound of the night, 13 points in 14 minutes. Derek White, lob pass, down low. Jordan Walsh, off the pivot, soars up and dunks it with a two-handed flush. 5-point lead right now for the Celtics. Jordan Walsh comes in off the bench, gives the Celtics energy. It ignites the Celtics, getting them in the up direction. 5-point lead for Boston here, as we have a timeout taken on the floor by Chicago, 48-43, as we head over to the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Jordan Walsh, positive spark right off the bench. 5 points right now for Walsh in the first 4 minutes that he's played tonight. +5 for him. The bench has been a positive impact again tonight. Simons +6, Gonzalez +6, Walsh +5. Keita tonight came off the bench. Amari Williams actually got the start to begin this game. It's Keita right now, +5 coming off the bench tonight. Good start tonight by the Celtics here. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. That link, by the way, to double overtime highlights from yesterday's win for Boston, that is pinned in the chat. Feel free to check that out if you guys would like. You guys are real MVPs out here to stream. Feel free to give me a follow over my Twitter page, @BehindEric14. That whole link is pinned in the chat if you guys would like to see the highlights from yesterday. Yeah, I got no complaints right now about how the Celtics are playing. Not shooting the ball well from 3, that's expected. 6 for 21 from the perimeter. I mean, I get it. They arrived at their hotel at 4 in the morning. They're coming off a double overtime victory, night 2 of a back-to-back, and they're up by 5. Like, what else could you ask for right now? It's not like they had a horrific start like they did against the Miami Heat from a couple weeks back, and they were trailing by 18 points in the first quarter and didn't show up. No, that's not been the case. Tonight, playing with pace, playing with energy, spacing has been excellent. They just haven't been able to make their shots tonight. But even when the threes haven't been able to drop, they've gone downhill. They've gone into the rim, scoring points in the paint. Celtics with 20 points right now in the opening half inside the paint. Last game they took on Chicago, Celtics smashed the Bulls in the glass. Right now it's actually Chicago +1 in the rebound column, 19-18. But lately the Celtics are the one that's been hungrier and wanting to collect more rebounds. Yeah, that's key too. Hopefully they don't get stuck in Boston. That's right. There's so many flights that's canceled this weekend, going to Boston, going to Providence, the whole Northeast corridor. So yeah, Celtics gonna have to get on the flight quick to beat the Storm. Storm isn't supposed to be in Boston until around 12 p.m., 1 p.m. tomorrow. Vucevic fires a fastball over the top of Isaac Okoro, sails out of bounds into the third row of the seats. Turnover once again by Chicago. Celtics have possession. Jaylen Brown on the floor with White, Garza, Jordan Walsh, Anthony Simons. Jaylen Brown at the wing of the perimeter. Dribbles up, floats up the runner, whistle blows, and clock stoppage here at 3:25 as Chicago picks up the reach-in foul. Second personal foul now charged to the Bulls. Got a substitution as well for the Celtics with a center change. Neemias Queta re-enters. Luka Garza takes a seat on the bench. White inbounds it off to Simons. Positive spotlight off the bench tonight for Anthony Simons. Sends it off to Brown. Brown inside the key. Jumper. 13-footer. Rattles in. Jaylen Brown hitting all his spots right now tonight. Celtics with a 7-point lead. 15 for Jaylen Brown on 6 for 10 shooting. Vucevic off the entry pass. Left-handed baby hook. Cut it a drop. It's good for 2. Under 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Derek White on the floor alongside Brown, Queta, Simons, and Walsh. Brown free throw circle outside to White. Launches the 3 off the back rim. No good. Offensive rebound goes right back to Queta. New 14 in the timer. Queta. Bounce pass off to White at the top. 6 in the shot clock. Derek White dribbles, drives, low block, puts up the shot off the glass, too tall. Rebound secured by Vucevic. Kobe White races up the floor here for Chicago. 5-point game on top. Vucevic pops up for an open 3, and he buries it. He's one of those stretch bigs that they have in the league. Always been good from the perimeter for years. For Vucevic. Brown. At the top of the key, 101. Takes on Herter on this possession. Bouncing bodies. Puts up the shot. 13-footer. Gutted a drop. Plus the foul for JB. And one coming up with the free throw line for Jaylen Brown. Man, he is just making it look so easy tonight on the floor. 1-on-1 matchups. And I don't know if there's a defender on Chicago that can match up well with Brown and stop him. Some teams have been able to limit JB recently, but tonight, there's no answers to stop Jaylen Brown, the best player on the floor. 17 points, 7 for 11 shooting. One free throw here at the line. Free throw's good. It's a great sign to see so far. Perfect 3 for 3 right now for Jaylen Brown at the free throw line. So we're down to 2 minutes left to go here in this first half. Josh Giddey sends it out wide to Kobe White around the perimeter. White, spin cycle, dribbles up inside the key, to the rim, puts up the shot, gutted a drop up and it off the glass. Celtics have it racing up the floor once again. Jaylen Brown, 5-point game. Slides it outside, Simons takes it, and he makes it for the perimeter. Anthony Simons, a laser from downtown. 8-point lead for the Celtics. Minute 25 left to go before halftime. Simons, positive spot for him today. He's got 12. Buzelis, cross-court, connects with Giddey. Giddey off the jab step far side. It dribbles towards his right, fired a bullet. Broken up, intercepted by Keita with a steal. Up the floor finds Brown. 3-on-3. Brown accelerating to the cup. Goes up, gonna blocked out of bounds. It's gonna stay Celtics ball. Celtics with a chance to get up by double digits tonight. First time in this game. Yeah, no problem, Sean. Glad to have you in, brother. Yeah, you're completely fine. I love the passion, man. Love the passion that Sean has. Corner, jumper, Simons for the 3. Off the mark, no good. Down to the final minute left to go before halftime. Giddey races up the floor, finds Buzelis at the top. Off the up fake. Trying to soar up for the slam dunk, and he missed it off the rim. Holy smokes. Matas Buzelis. Air Jordan right there going up for a sky jam. And he completely bricked the slam dunk over Jordan Walsh. Holy smokes. Lob. Vucevic. Kick. Corner. Referees blow the whistle off this play before. So, clock stops here with 51.3 seconds. And we're going to have a substitution here. Simons comes right over next to Joe Mazzulla. So, let's see. They're looking at the previous possession. The missed slam dunk. Yikes. Left off the rim short by Buzelis. Going in for a skyscraper jam by Buzelis. And he missed it short. Now, the referees are looking at this right now at the monitor. At the moment. So, didn't seem like there was a foul on this play. But, Anthony Simons, personal foul. Where's this foul? Charged to Simons. Coming around the screen. Oh, he's holding up Vucevic right there. Okay, so that was on the inbound. So the referees did call a foul on the inbound. Charged to Simons. Okay, so they're going to give a free throw here to Kobe White. So it is rolled in the way to play foul. Result in the tech free throw. Free throw is good, plus the basketball. Hey, have a nice night, Siegel. Thanks for joining in, man. Inbound to the corner, wide open 3. Coro buries it. Celtics forgot to team up on their man there. Keita left out in no man's land, stacking the paint instead of closing out to the corner perimeter shooter. 4-point game, 40 seconds left to go before halftime. This clock's actually a little bit slow, so I'm going to see if I can get it back on track. Jaylen Brown arises for the jumper, deep 2, off the mark, no good. A rebound secured onto the pack here by Buzelis. Lost it, though. It goes right back over to the Celtics. Jordan Walsh At the wing of the perimeter, Celtics with 6 steals, Chicago with none tonight on the floor. Jaylen Brown at the edge of the midcourt logo. JB has it here, top of the key. Brown, the crossover, dribbles out free throw circle, works on Kobe White, floats up that tear, drop, got it to go, it's good for 2. Jaylen Brown making it look so easy right now on the court. Final seconds left to go. Kobe White around the perimeter, leaner and a deep 2, left off the rim short. And we enter halftime. Celtics by 6. Really good sign for Boston tonight. 58 points in the first half. Great start by the Celtics. With all the circumstances, road game, night 2 of back-to-back, coming off a double overtime game last night, got to the hotel in the middle of the night at just an odd, unusual time. I mean, this is awesome. Love the team chemistry tonight. You put this team anywhere in the world to play, and they show up and they play games. And what a first half by the Celtics. Jaylen Brown setting the tone tonight. Man, it's awesome. Like, he's just got that mentality. Like, big time, prime time, under the bright lights for Jaylen Brown. Yesterday, 46 minutes for Jaylen Brown. Tonight, 20 points in 18 minutes. 8 for 14 from the floor. I mean, it's looking effortless tonight. There is nobody that can stop Jaylen Brown. Like, he is clear-cut, the best player by far on the floor. And he is showing it tonight, right now. Getting to his spots, getting to his matchups. He's loving the Saturday matchups that he has got. Like, he has been popping off in these Saturday night games for him. That's what Jaylen Brown's been doing last couple Saturdays. 41 1 week ago against Atlanta. He dropped down 41 in 30 minutes. The previous Saturday before that, 27 against the Spurs. That was the game where he was unhappy that he actually got fined for his comments after the end of that game in the postgame. But then the week before, to open up the new year, first Saturday, he dropped down 50 against the Clippers. Jaylen Brown, these Saturday night games, he has been built. He has been ready. Man, just absolute bucket. Averaging 30.5 points in the month of January right now. What a start to the new year. Yeah, Sam Hauser tonight hasn't really made an impact. Started off, he drilled a 3 in like the first minute, but just hasn't received many minutes tonight. 3 points, 9 minutes. Derek White getting the most minutes, 19. Jaylen Brown, 18 minutes. Pritchard, 14 minutes. Simons, he's got minutes. He's responded. Simons been great tonight. 12 points off the bench, 15 minutes by Simons. Cadis played 12 minutes, and then Hauser's played 9. So, Sam Hauser got the start, but he's only played the 6 most minutes tonight. Jordan Walsh has played 8 minutes. Yeah, this is just a testament to the Celtics' depth. Like, different guys stepping up in different games. Tonight, Jaylen Brown carrying them, but Simons already up to 12 off the bench. He's having a good game tonight. 25 bench points by Boston. $18 bench points by Chicago going into half. Chicago hasn't had anybody take control tonight. 9 by Kobe White. After that, Buzelis with 8. Jalen Smith, Kevin Huerter, Ayo Dosunmu each with 7. Nobody's been really able to seize control. Jaylen Brown, 42 for points, rebounds, and assists. He's got 24 right now. I can see that. He's got 24 right now. I can see. I think he's going to get much more rebounds in the second half, plus more assists as well for Jaylen Brown. Plus, nobody's been able to stop him. So I actually like the over tonight for 42. Because right now, going into halftime, he's got 24 total. And the rebound numbers and assist numbers are actually low. See, Chicago's going to try to see if they can limit Jaylen Brown, but I don't see any defender on the Bulls really being able to stop him tonight. because he is just going right at matchups, and nobody can match up well against him. Plus, he's been excellent as a rebounder recently for him. 3 straight games with double-digit rebounds for Jaylen Brown. So those boards are going to come. Chicago plays a fast style. Celtics going to force much more misses in the second half. Those rebounds are going to come sooner rather than later. Chicago shot 45% from the floor. Not terrible. They came out producing on a shooting clinic to start off this game. It's kind of interesting. Jaylen only had 14 in the last game against Chicago. 14, 8, and 4 for points, rebounds, and assists. So he went way under. Yeah, he's been getting a lot of Kevin Huerter and Buzelis. He's taken full control of those matchups right now. All right, I'm going to bring in Mr. Tops here in a couple moments. So I'll be back with Mr. Tops. Yeah, it's so sad. I lost my pet turtle, Spike, today, the painted turtle. He lived a great 25, 26 years. I'm going to get Mr. Tops back in here for halftime in just a moment. All right, say hi to the camera there, buddy. Wow. He's fast like the Celtics tonight. All right, Mr. Tops. Mr. Tops is running and running and running. Doesn't look like he's too happy right now. No, he's not too happy. He's mad. Nope. Yeah, Mr. Tops ain't too happy about today. Mr. Tops is not happy that he lost his brother today. Well, hopefully the score at halftime will cheer you up, buddy. Hopefully the game yesterday made you happy. Yep, he's blinking his eyes at you. Ah, big boy. I know, better days in the future, buddy. I know, we love you. We love you, Mr. Tops. You're a good boy. Good job, big boy. Oop. Mr. Tops put up his mouth. I'm going to put him back. He doesn't look too happy today. So Mr. Top's going to get put back, and then we'll be going into the second half in a little bit. I think he wants to stay warm because he was in the corner getting some heat. So I need to get him back into the warm, hot environment for him. All right, we are back at halftime. Let's see the Beef Barn in North Smithfield. I actually have never been there before. I've heard of it, though. I've seen a couple articles about it. I actually went out to Olive Garden this afternoon with my girlfriend. So, yeah, I actually wasn't sure if I was going to stream today because she came down to visit, and I had a game this afternoon that I had to broadcast for. So, yeah, unfortunately, couldn't catch the PC Georgetown game today. But, yep, another loss by Providence. Doesn't shock me. Yeah, Kim English, he's going to get fired at the end of the year, it looks like. It completely looked like the wrong hire when they hired Kim English, and I can't believe that they've stuck it out this long with him right now. Like, it was shocking at first, like a coach going from George Mason, where he didn't really have like a good track record at George Mason, to coach in the Big East, but completely the wrong hire. And I mean, like, PC college basketball right now is lifeless. Like, you look at where Providence was going back like 4 or 5 years ago, like the whole AMP was rocking. Everything was like all about like Providence College Friars basketball. And now, like, there's just not really much hype into it now because the team just can't perform under the expectations that's given. They were supposed to be an NCAA tournament team this year, and then they're giving up 100 points to a bunch of teams left and right. They can't win against Power Fives in their non-conference schedule. They're having a tough time in Big East Conference play. It's like they just can't perform to what their expectations are. Siegel with a dono. Thanks so much, brother, for the dono. Really appreciate it, brother. Yeah, so Jeffrey just pointed out about the Beef Barn. There's actually a place up in New Hampshire, not too far away from where I go up in New Hampshire. There's a place called the Pizza Barn up in New Hampshire. I've actually never been there, but I've seen like some of the commercials about it. Yeah, but I've never been to the Beef Barn before, so I've seen articles about it, Jeffrey, online, but I've never been to the Beef Barn before. I'm actually supposed to go up to Bryant on Friday this week, so I have a swim meet that I'm broadcasting this Friday at Bryant. I got just an incredibly busy week, so this is my final stream until after February 2nd. So sometime after February 2nd, I'll be back. This is my final stream until then. No streams next week. I got broadcast all next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I was supposed to have a swim meet broadcast tomorrow. That got postponed to next Sunday. So Sunday got pushed back to the following Sunday for me. Here we go. Start to the third quarter. Celtics plus 8 points in the paint, 26-18. They haven't shot the ball great from 3, 7 for 24 from the perimeter, but taking care of the basketball, just 3 total turnovers and getting to the rim, scoring buckets, attacking the paint. That's been a key so far for the Celtics. Peyton Pritchard on the floor with Sam Hauser as he comes off the screen, takes the 3 off the rim, short to rebound, secured by Okoro. Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, Neemias Queta, Derek White, the starting 5 to start off the third quarter. Opening possession right now for the Bulls. Matas Buzelis on the court with Jalen Smith as he attacks the rack, soars up and tomahawk dunks it with a right-handed flush. Good give and go right there off the Smith with a slam. Brown drives on Smith, swings it outside of White. Wide open 3D. White off the mark, no good. A rebound secured by Smith. Kobe White races up the floor on the court with Okoro, Jalen Smith, Nikola Vucevic, and Matas Buzelis. Comes off the screen with Kobe White. Slides it off to Okoro at the left wing. Into the hands to Vucevic. Backs his way, working on Queta at the low block off the pivot. Puts up the shot and gutted a drop up and then off the glass. Two-point game right now. Celtics with the basketball. Jalen, runner, inside the key off the teardrop. Missed it off the rim, no good. A rebound secured by Chicago. Bulls have it around the perimeter. Okoro lobs it into the hands to Vucevic. Vucevic backs his way to the mid-block. Dish outside to Jalen Smith. Catch and fire on a 3. Buries it. And the Bulls right now take a lead. Good timeout taken by Joe Mazzulla. He sees it. Sees the run. Starting off this third quarter, Joe Mazzulla burns a great timeout there to regroup the Celtics as we head over to the opening timeout to begin the third. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, good timeout. Get this team back to regroup. Jalen Smith, first player to score double figures for Chicago. He has 12. Everybody else single digits. Jaylen Brown leads the way with 20. Bulls have shot the ball well from 3 tonight. 10 for 23, 43%. Celtics have not shot the ball well from 3. And, I mean, that is expected because they're coming off yesterday, a double overtime win, lengthy minutes played yesterday. So I expected that out of this group. But it's all about how you bounce, how you regroup coming up out of this timeout and finding ways to win. That is the big key. Yeah, I bet you, Jeffrey. That's awesome. And only 3 turnovers this game for the Celtics. They just have to get to the free throw line more. They're getting to the rim, but they're not drawing fouls. Like, I would like to see if the Celtics are able to get to the free throw line, put these guys into more foul trouble throughout the course of the game. Chicago hasn't done the same thing either. They're also 5 for 5 on free throws tonight. This game has flown right by. Not many turnovers, not many fouls. 5 total personal fouls for the Celtics, split between 5 guys off the bench. No starters picked up a foul tonight, and then 7 as a team for personal fouls tonight for the Bulls. And Kevin Huerter has 3. Everybody else with 1 or 0. So Kevin Huerter's the only player in this game in deep foul trouble currently. Yeah, the guy who did not play yesterday due to rest, and Derek White has the upper hand, getting significant rest coming into this one, not playing yesterday. And yeah, he's going through a rough patch right now for him. So 21 minutes, just 5 points. He's gonna the attempts in tonight, just cannot hit the shots. 2 for 10 shooting, 1 for 6 from 3. Yeah, that's what happened around last January, too. Derek White got into, like, a tough shooting slump, and, yeah, people came in on the stream. It was actually, like, trade D. White. There were people that was saying that, like, a month ago. There was a game that Derek White shot the ball poorly in, and then he won the game for the Celtics. He exploded in the second half. He had, like, 5 points going into halftime, finished with, like, 27 in the game. Hauser takes the 3, buries the triple from the perimeter. Good into-out work right there. Jaylen Brown with an assist. 16th assist of the game for the Celtics. Boston by 2, coming back from the timeout. Chicago with a possession, down to 9:50 left to go in the third quarter. Slipping past the defense down low. It's Jalen Smith who scores the layup. Brown on the floor with Gonzalez, White, Hauser, and Pritchard. White slides it off to his right into the hands to Brown. Jaylen Brown has it top of the key, takes on Vucevic, 1-on-1 around the perimeter, 8 in the timer, dribbles, drives, right down the lane inside, puts it up, no good, off the glass as he missed it. Backside help defensively was there to force the miss by Chicago. The pass got broken up inside, a key by Kobe White, intercepted by the Celtics. Pritchard up the floor finds White. Oh, nice ball movement, push pass from Hauser, off to Brown as he cans the triple. 3-point lead right now for the Celtics, moving it all around the world right there in that 3. Buzelis misfires around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Boston. Pritchard past the timeline into the hands to White. Accelerates downhill to the cup. Goes up as he gets fouled, clobbered on his way up. There you go. Celtics finally earning their stripes at the free throw line. Matas Buzelis picks up the shooting foul. Yeah, Celtics have had some pretty good looks tonight. Check that. No, they're going to go with a side in here. So that was before the shots, according to the officials. So non-shooting foul there. So no free throws. Pritchard off the Garza. Runner's good. 5-point lead right now for Boston. 27 bench points for the Celtics tonight. Great response coming from the bench. Buzelis attacking the paint over Brown. No good. Got it blocked. Boston has the basketball back. White up the floor at the top. Slides it off to Hauser to the corner. Pritchard up fake. Dribbles towards his left with a 3 on its way. Off the back rim, no good. Buzelis controls the defensive rebound. Josh Giddey's playing today. He's available. He's on a minutes restriction, though. Approximately 24 minutes expected to play today. Off the bench, Giddey has played 13 minutes so far. 2 points by Giddey. Buzelis at a rainbow 3, and he connects on it. 2-point game, 8 minutes left to go in the third. Jaylen Brown at the top of the key. Buzelis has 11. Brown soars up to the rim and scores. Up and in with a right-hand layup. 4-point lead right now for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, a big time tonight. He's got 25. Early in the third quarter with a timeout here. Taken on the floor by Chicago. Celtics by 4, 68-64. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions on the GamesGo site. Scan the QR code to head over to GamesGo or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Canva Pro, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Crunchyroll, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 7 years. Yeah, so there's nothing about Sam Hauser being injured. I'm just going to double-check over on Twitter to see, but I didn't see anything earlier. There's been no indication, so it's just, it must be from rest, that Joe Mazzulla wants him to rest more in this game and not play him as much. $30 or $40? I'm going to go with 37 tonight for Jaylen Brown after this game's all said and done. Oof, Josh Giddey, 12 points. He's got just 2. I'd probably say no to that tonight. Yeah, he's on a minutes restriction, so he's only going to play 9 more minutes according to what was put by CBS Sports in an article before the game, that he's expected to play around 24 minutes. He's played 13 so far. He's 0 for 3 from the floor, yet to make a field goal, just 2 points in 13 minutes. So I'm going to go under 12 for him tonight. Yes, Josh Giddey's coming off the bench. Ronald, thanks for joining back in, bud. Hope all is going well. Yeah, a lot of people complaining, too, on social media that Sam Hauser's not getting the minutes tonight. So there's no injury designation or anything. He made a 3 in the first minute of action, but he's played 9 minutes tonight, 3 points on a basket he scored in the opening minute. But he hasn't really played that much tonight. Check that. He's got 6 points in 14. Yeah, 6 points in 14 minutes right now for him. For Sam Hauser. He went into halftime. I think he played just... Yeah, he was around like 9-10 minutes going into half approximately for him. Yeah, so Sam was out there to start off this third quarter. So they had Hauser, White, Brown, Pritchard, and Keita. Those were the 5 guys on the floor. Amari Williams got the start. Amari Williams played 6 minutes in the opening half. I think it was all in the first quarter. I don't think he saw the floor at all in the second quarter for Amari Williams. Jaylen Brown, player to match tonight. 25 points right now. 10 for 18 shooting by JB as we come back from the timeouts. Chicago going right to left on the floor. Bulls down by 4. Kobe White on the court with Jalen Smith, Isaac Okoro, Matas Buzelis, and Kevin Huerter. Wide open 3 at the left wing. No good off the mark. Misfired by Okoro. Celtics with the basketball. Pritchard up the floor. He's in the court with Sam Hauser, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Luka Garza on the court in place of Keita right now. White dribbles up inside the key. Runner bounced off the rim. No good. Garza rebound. Fouled before the attempt. It's on the loose ball foul charge to Chicago here. So, second personal foul by the Bulls. Celtics will side in and coming up off an inbound. That's on Jalen Smith, who picked up the personal. Inbound goes to Garza. Top of the key now with Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard 1-on-1 working his way on Huerter. Outside of Brown at the baseline. JB towards his left inside the key. Double clutch goes up. No foul call. Got knocked down. Left off the rim short as Chicago with Jalen Smith controlled the defensive rebound. We approach the 7-minute mark left to go, and Chicago is able to connect on a 2 there by Isaac Okoro. Celtics slowing down tempo. Pritchard pulls up from deep. No good. A follow through. It is through for 2 though by Hauser to clean up the Pritchard miss. There's Sam Hauser right on cue. 5-4 offensive rebounds tonight in favor of the Celtics. At the left corner with Okoro, reach and foul. as he was defended by Derek White, who reached in and picked up the personal. This game has gone by fast tonight. Vucevic was on the bench. So he's on the bench right now for Chicago. Chicago's got Jalen Smith as their big man, Carly. Inbound here for the Bulls. Three-point shot goes down by Kobe White from the perimeter. Celtics with possession. Peyton Pritchard at the elbow. Back out to the perimeter. Into the hands to Jaylen Brown. 25 for JB. Takes on Jalen Smith. One-on-one on the outside. Brown at the wing. 6 in the shot clock. Drives on Smith inside. A turnaround jumper. Got the bounce. It's good for 2 for JB. Just automatic tonight for Jaylen Brown. Getting to his spots all night long. 6 minutes remain in the third quarter. And a basket right back by Chicago, able to respond. Jaylen Brown at the wing of the perimeter. He's defended by Okoro 1-on-1 off the screen set by Garza. Switched here, guarded by Jalen Smith at the top. Now he's switched once again, defended by Herter. He's had that matchup tonight. Brown slides it on top to Pritchard. Dribbles, slicing defenders, attacks the paint. Pritchard bumped into. No call with the referees as he turned over the basketball. Chicago up the floor. Okoro puts it up and scores, plus the foul. And one coming up at the free throw line by Isaac Okoro. Tough call right there going against the Celtics. They're going to show the Okoro replay. It's on Anthony Simons, who picked up the shooting foul. Tough call going against Boston here. Peyton Pritchard got bumped into. Inside the key. Jaylen Brown, previous possession before that, scored a tough 2. 27 tonight for JB. 2 shots here at the line for the Bulls, and 1 at the line for the Bulls. No good off the mark. Missed by Okoro. Celtics have it back, trailing by 1 here. And for these, Simons lines up a 3. Bullseye! He delivers from the perimeter. Big time shot right there by Simons. Lead goes right back to the Celtics. As we approach the 5-minute mark left to play in this third quarter. Up fake. White sneaks through and a jumper. Drew contact. There's going to be free throws coming up here for Kobe White. Got Simons to bite off the up fake. Question is, how many shots? Will it be 3 or 2? That's going to be 2. That's going to be 2. His front right foot on the 3-point line. 2 free throws coming up at the line for Kobe White. Man, this game's gone by fast tonight. Free throws have been rare tonight. Celtics are a perfect 5 for 5. First shot here at the line by Kobe White is good. Chicago as a team right now is 6 for 7 at the free throw line. Second shot by White, right down the middle. Anthony Simons crosses midcourt. On the floor with Luka Garza, Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser. Handoff from Garza to Simons. On top with Garza. Slides it off to Brown. Tees up a 3. A rainbow at the wing. Off the mark, no good. A rebound hauled in by Jalen Smith. Chicago with the basketball. Straightaway 3. Kobe White on a laser. Buries it. And Joe Mazzulla sees that Chicago has the momentum. He will take the timeouts. 78-75, 4:33 left to go in the third quarter. What a battle between these two teams right now. Celtics gonna talk things over. I'm still living. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Swerve on the stream. Welcome on board. Still got a lot of game left to go. A lot of game left to go. Looks like the Bruins just tied it up. I mean, the Celtics are coming off night 2 of a back-to-back, so this is expected tonight. As long as they can win this game. That's what I said at the beginning of the stream, knowing that it's going to be a battle. They're not going to blow out this Bulls team tonight, but It's about how you win the game. Doesn't matter how many lead changes, how many ties. Joe Mazzulla 5-2 this season on night number 2 of a back-to-back this season, 35-12 all-time for Joe Mazzulla as the head coach on night number 2 of a back-to-back. You know that the Celtics are going to be ready. Doesn't matter the score. They're going to get things done. Does not matter the spread. Celtics tonight by 1. Right now, Chicago with a 3-point lead. 4:33 left to go in the third. I mean, this is a tough task tonight for Boston. Knowing that they went into double overtime yesterday. They came flying in at 4 in the morning to Chicago from Brooklyn. But this group has showed it time and time again this season. Overcoming adversity. Playing with Celtics pride. Hungry. And Mr. Clutch Derek White has yet to show up as well tonight. We get back to action. 4.5 left to go in the third. Jaylen Brown. At the wing of the perimeter, slides it off towards his left into the hands to Simons. Amari Williams back on the floor. Pocket pass looking for him. Stole away. 2-on-1 off the fast break. Herder. Jump off. Underneath. Scored a deuce. It is good by Coby White. 5-point lead here for Chicago. Celtics cannot let this game slip away. Coby White, 10 this quarter. 19 in the game. Simons at the wing of the perimeter. Hand off to Jordan Walsh. It's Walsh, Pritchard, Amari Williams, Jaylen Brown, Anthony Simons. The 5 on the floor. Pritchard, up fake. Pritchard leaning forward. Pritchard. Oh, he got it a drop plus the foul. Count it and 1 at the free throw line. Coming up for Pritchard. Going right into contact. Working his way on Buzelis. Up fake. Got Buzelis to bite in the and 1 by Pritchard. 7-7-3 tonight for Pritchard. Free throw is good. Got the bounce. 2-point game. Coby White on the floor with Vucevic, Herder, Okoro, and Buzelis. Herder turns the corner, drives on Pritchard inside the key, puts up the shot, drills the 2. That's a tough shot right there. Just going with a clear-cut size advantage. 1-on-1 matchup for Kevin Herder. Chicago, rapid fire in this quarter. 12 for 15 shooting. Brown steps into a 3. No good off the mark. A rebound secured by Vucevic. 3:20 left to go in the third quarter. Chicago a fire 3. Coby White's red hot this quarter. 13 right now in the quarter for Coby White. 7-point lead for Chicago. He's got 22 in the game. Pritchard. Inside the key, a fall away. Midi connects in the 2. And Peyton Pritchard starting to step up right now for the Celtics. Double figures for him, he's up to 10. Derek White with just 5. It would be nice if he can start to get going. Okoro towards his right at the wing. Jacks up the 3. Drills the triple. That's a killer right there. 8-point lead by Chicago. This game's starting to slip away from the Celtics. Chicago's burying everything. 6 for 8 from the perimeter this quarter. Pritchard, off fake, working on Herder at the low block. Out to the corner into the hands to Brown. Brown towards his right inside the key. Leaves it off for Simons. Rises on the 3. Oh, he drills it. And for the Simons, sticks the 3 ball. Major right there by Simons on the triple. 33 points from the bench tonight by the Celtics, plus 13 bench points, 33-20. Coby White dribbles up inside the key, floats up the shot, blocked off the glass by Williams. As the Celtics have it back, big rejection right there by Amari Williams. Racing up the floor, Jordan Walsh tees up a 3, off the mark, no good. A rebound secured by Vucevic. Under 2 minutes left to go. What a game we got here. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Coby White at the free throw circle, bouncing bodies at Pritchard. Oh, he picked up the offensive foul. Peyton Pritchard takes the charge. Coby White lowers the boom right into Pritchard. It's going right back to the Celtics. Well, I'm kind of shocked that wasn't goaltending there by Amari Williams. That ball looked pretty close to being above the cylinder. But no call on the goaltend, instead awarding the block to Amari Williams in the previous contest, defending Coby White in the previous possession prior to that. Minute 40 left to go in the third quarter here. Celtics with a possession. Simons slides it off to Brown at the top of the key for JB. Jaylen Brown jab step, working his way right now with Herder. Brown off the double team. Outside White at the wing. Dribbles up. Floats it cross court. Jordan Walsh. Kick out. Corner White. Launches the three. No good. Left it short. Battle for the rebound. And out of bounds. Last touch on the baseline by Amari Williams. Josh Giddey tonight on a minutes restriction. 2 points in 13 minutes. Has yet to play in the second half. Minute 15 left to go in the third. Chicago with the basketball. Kobe White. He has taken over in his third quarter. Looking to pass it to White. First Chicago moves it off to Herter. Into the hands to Dosunmu as we're down to the final minute left to go. Kobe White dribbles up to the elbow. Kick out corner. They launch with a one and a timer. No good off the back rim. Missed the shots by Isaac Okoro. Rebound secured by Simons. Celtics going to slow it down. Down by 5. Anybody's game right now. Simons guarded by White. Off the screener set by Brown. Lob goes to Brown at the top of the key for the shot clock. Brown brings along the double. Finds Simons. Takes the jumper. No good around the rim without White. Offensive rebound. Dump off underneath. Amari Williams past the defense. Soars up and dunks it with a two-handed flush. Great offensive rebound right there by Derek White to tap it over to Williams for the dunk. 3-point game. Under 25 seconds left to go in the third. What a battle here. Kobe White, defended by Derek White. Edge of the midcourt logo. Kobe has it at the top of the key. Works on D. White. Takes the three for C. White. Off the rim, no good. A rebound secured by JB. Celtics with a possession. Final seconds left to go in the third. Jaylen Brown. Crossover behind his back. Held up by Dosunmu. And a foul with 3.8. This will be a side in coming up off an inbound for the Celtics. Fourth personal foul in this third quarter. Charge to Chicago with 3.8 seconds left to go. Amari Williams checks out, heads towards the bench. Sam Hauser comes back in. Peyton Pritchard on the floor as well. Derek White, Sam Hauser, Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard, and Freddie Simons. 5 in the court for the final possession. 3.8 seconds left to go. Inbound. Hauser gives it off to White. Turns the quarter. Dribbles up for D. White. Runner at the buzzer. Left it short. And at the end of the third quarter, it's 88-85 Chicago with a 3-point lead. Turning the page here to the fourth quarter. Coming up. Chicago up by 3. All right, so these were the players that were on the floor going into the end of the quarter. And Ayu Dosunmu was one of those players. So Dosunmu tonight with 7 points, 1 rebound, no assists. So those are the 5 players that were on the floor going into the end of the quarter. Jaylen Brown, 27 tonight. Huge game by JB, 50% shooting, 27 and 30 minutes. Yeah, Derek White really needs to start stepping up tonight. He's been nowhere to be found. 5 points, 27 minutes, 1 for 7 from 3, 2 for 13 from the floor. If Derek White shows up like fourth quarter Derek White has done time and time again in the past, Celtics will flip the script to win this game tonight. Peyton Pritchard up to 10. Simons with 18. Simons has been helping out in a big way tonight. Like Brown, Simons. I think more out of Pritchard. Pritchard out playmaking like crazy again. 7 total assists tonight for Pritchard. Josh Giddey, he didn't even play in that quarter until like the final seconds. So Josh Giddey now has played 13 minutes. 2 points in 13 minutes. And he was out there for the last possession, but that was basically it for Josh Giddey. Like He sat on the bench for 11 minutes and 55 seconds of that of that third quarter. Yeah, Celtics need to get out of Chicago, fly back home, and beat out the Storm. Yeah, Celtics coming off a double overtime game yesterday. I mean, I don't care how they get it done, but as long as the Celtics win by 1, that's all that matters. You find a way to win. That's the key tonight for the Celtics. Because this was a tough trip based on travel. coming off yesterday's game, going way late, and then getting in the middle of the night at Chicago. Yeah, Dosunmu was in on the final possession. Obviously, there's going to be different players to start off the fourth quarter. Yeah, Derek White, I remember a year ago, he was having issues in a cold streak, too. Like 1 year ago, around like mid to late January. A lot of people on the stream last year was saying, trade D. White, trade D. White. I remember that a month ago, Celtics were struggling early against the Heat. Derek White had like 5 points at halftime, and then he scored 20-something at the end of the game, and he took over in the fourth quarter, won the game for the Celtics. And how did those people sound when they said trade D. White at the end during the first quarter? They were completely foolish in that game because Derek White won the game for you. It doesn't matter how you start, all about how you finish. And tonight, the Celtics, right now, they're down by 3. Derek White, 5 points in the first 3 quarters. Can he turn it around and start to produce big time from Mr. Clutch D. White like he's done time and time again in the fourth quarter? That's the question here. Tonight, just 2 for 13 shooting as we get back to action. Vucevic backs his way on Keita inside a low post. Missed the shot off the glass too long. Dosunmu offensive rebound. Floats it up. No good off the back rim. Keita rips away with a defensive rebound. Celtics left to right on the floor with the basketball. Derek White on the court with Keita, Gonzalez, Simons, and Walsh. That's the 5 in the court currently. Brown on the bench right now to start off the fourth quarter. Anthony Simons, 18 off the bench, has it at the top of the key as Simons step back 3 in the air. Oh, he got it. Rattles in by Anthony Simons. 88 apiece right now, coming up in a big way for Simons tonight. He's got 21. Dosunmu outside of Vucevic, backs his way to the mid-block. Vucevic on the floor with Dosunmu, Herter, Patrick Williams, and Giddey is on the floor as well as Vucevic scores up and in off the glass of the low post. 10:50 left to go. Derek White slows it down. Off to Keita, top of the key. Handoff around the screen. Simons, bad pass, broken up, intercepted. Giddey with a steal up the floor. Finds Dosunmu, tees up the 3, and he splashes it. 5-point lead for the Bulls. Celtics will try it again. Bad possession right there. Not too many turnovers by the Celtics. Now when they're careless, though. That was only their 5th turnover of the game. A corner 3. Oh, it is buried by Hugo Gonzalez. Hugo liking those corner shots, baby. 39-23 bench points in favor of the Celtics. Shovel pass, Giddey out to the wing. The 3-point shot rains down by Nikola Vucevic from the perimeter. Back and forth we go. 5-point game. Approaching 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What a night tonight. Celtics coming off a thrilling win yesterday. Right now down by 5. Derek White dribbles, drives, attacks, goes up off the up fake, draws the shooting foul on Patrick Williams. Two free throws coming up here at the line by Derek White. Yeah, Celtics defense is letting the shooters open around the perimeter. And Chicago's been able to answer and knock them down tonight. That was not the case in the first meeting earlier this month. Chicago was stone cold from 3. Tonight they brought their 3-point game along with them. First shot is good. Chicago 17 for 34 from the perimeter. 54% shooting, 50% from 3, 88% at the free throw line. Turnovers. Struggling point tonight for the Bulls. They turned it over 10 times. Celtics with just 5 turnovers. Celtics not shooting well from 3. 13 for 39 from 3. Second shot by White bounces in. Got both of the free throws. 3-point game. Celtics perfect tonight at the free throw line. 8 for 8. Josh Giddey pressured by Jordan Walsh at the wing. Entry pass down low. Vucevic off the double. Kick out corner. Patrick Williams off to Herter at the wing on top. Into the hands to Dosunmu. Takes on Simon. Slides it off to his right. 5 of the timer for Josh Giddey. Dribbles inside the key. Floats up the runner. No good. Around the rim and out. Batted to the corner. Out of bounds. Off the Celtics last. It was batted out by Keita. This will stay Chicago possession, 9:23 remaining. Yes, DeSumo still on the floor. Patrick Williams, inbound off to Giddey. Slides it off to his right to DeSumo. 10 of the timer. DeSumo puts up the pass. Cross court's out of bounds. Looked like he should have went in for a shot right there. Was angled at the low block towards the rim. Instead, he went for a cross-court pass and airmailed it 3 rows into the front court seats. Celtics with a basketball. Chance to tie the game with a 3 right here, right now. Simons comes off the screen set by Keita. Slides it off to White. Launches the 3 for the lead. Derek White, bullseye, shreds in the triple. 96-96. Derek White starting to awaken right here. 14-5, points off turnovers in favor of the Celtics. Giddey moves it out to the wing. Good 3-point shot as that is buried for the triple by Patrick Williams. 3-point lead again by Chicago. 14 for 40 tonight from the perimeter by the Celtics. Chicago nailing triples above 50% from 3, 18 for 35 tonight. And for these Simons. Him and Brown carrying the team tonight. White on top. D. White dribbles up, drives downhill, bounce pass. Keita underneath, scores up and off the backboard. A beautiful dime right there off the bounce pass by Derek White, assisting over Keita with a deuce. Giddey at the low block. Looking back out to the perimeter, under 8:10 left to go. His pass gets intercepted by Simons. Up the floor, 3-on-1, Gonzalez. Off to Simons, good defense covering there by Chicago. Simons comes off the screen. His 3, left off the back rim, no good. Rebound secured by Herter. Herter races up the floor right now for the Bulls, as we're down to under 8 minutes left to go. What a battle between these two teams. Patrick Williams slides it back over to Kevin Herter. DeSumo drops it off to the baseline, and Hugo Gonzalez collects the steal. Jumps the route intended for Vucevic, picks off the pass. It's in the Celtics' direction. Boston down low, and Keita at the rim, no good, couldn't finish. Got the basketball right back with a new 14 in the shot clock. White at the right wing. Slides it off down low. Jordan Walsh slips past the defense, and he scores up and off the backboard. Wow, what a pass right there by Derek White to take the lead right back for the Celtics. 100-99. And a timeout here taken on the floor with 7:15 left to play. Chicago will burn a timeout. What a battle between these two teams tonight as we're going to head to a timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Yeah, it's 199 right now. Celtics with a lead. My apologies there with the scoreboard or so I had. When I switch it over, it says period or so, and it was on third. So it synced up to the third quarter score instead of the fourth. We get it right now. So it's 199, 7:15 left to go. Yeah, it synced up to the 7:15 mark in the third quarter. That's why I briefly said 68-64, and then I noticed that immediately, and then I switched it over. But yeah, what a game tonight. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Wow. Just an amazing battle between these two teams coming down to the wire. Yeah, sometimes I usually have to sync it, usually coming out of the timeout because it's like a second or two off, so that's why. So when I had it on period, it was on 3 instead of 4, so my apologies right there. Jonathan, thanks for joining in. John Carlos in the stream, welcome on board. The 5 players who were on the floor are the ones listed on the timeout slide. So yes, DeSumo was out there in the court. So it was Vucevic, Williams, Herter, DeSumo, and Giddey. Those were the 5 in the court. Kobe White has shredded the Celtics tonight. 22 right now for Kobe White. Chicago is 6 guys in double figures. White with 22, Vucevic 14, Jalen Smith 14 points, Isaac Okoro with 12, Buzelis with 11, DeSumo has 10 off the bench. Celtics 4 guys double figures. Jaylen Brown, 27. He was on the bench before the timeouts. Anthony Simons, big game by him tonight. 21 points in 26 minutes. 10 points each by Derek White and Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard with 7 total assists. And Hauser with 8 right now. 7:15 left to go. Yeah, that was a beautiful dime. Derek White fired a bullet down low off to Jordan Walsh, who dunked it. That was right before the timeouts. Derek White, 10, 6, and 5 right now for points, assists, and rebounds. Going to have to come up big in the final 7:15 in action for Mr. Clutch. Buzelis is on the floor with Dosunmu, Jalen Smith, Patrick Williams, and Josh Giddey. So Vucevic is on the bench currently. Celtics 5, Jaylen Brown, Anthony Simons, Derek White, Sam Hauser, Luka Garza. Josh Giddey turns the corner, slides it off to Dosunmu at the wing of the perimeter. Dosunmu dribbles around, circles around for the shot clock. Giddey will have to launch, makes the extra pass with 2. Patrick Williams on a 3, buries it. That's a big-time shot right there by Williams from the perimeter. Chicago with a 2-point lead. Jaylen Brown at the top, towards his right at the United Center logo, finds Garza. Back into the hands to Brown, 12 in the timer. Brown towards his left around the perimeter, takes on Jalen Smith, 1-on-1, crossover, dribbles up, Brown. Bouncing bodies, outside on top, Derek White launches the 3, and he sizzles the triple. Bang, a bang, a bang, a bang, a Derek White trifecta straight away from the top of the key. 1-point lead for the Celtics. Buzelis, kick out, corner, Patrick Williams up, fake blues, right past Derek White, accelerates, right to the cup, soars up, and he dunks it with a 2 in the flush. What a game. Patrick Williams there, shot right out of a cannon. Brown on top finds Garza, pops up for a 3, missed it poorly off the left side of the glass, no good. Back to Chicago with the basketball. Midway through the 4th quarter. Patrick Williams, spin cycle, inside, leaves it outside for Buzelis. Out to the wing off to Giddey. Giddey looking to turn the corner, inside the paint off a spin cycle, floated up the shot over Hauser. Gutted a drop for the deuce. 3-point lead right now by Chicago. Josh Giddey. Major 2 right there. That's his first made field goal of the game. 4 points tonight by Giddey. First made field goal just a moment ago. As we head over once again to another timeout. Man, Celtics and another dogfight. Second straight night in a row. Holy smokes. What a game. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. Down to 5:48 left to go in regulation. Right down to the wire in this game. Celtics were in these circumstances yesterday, able to pull it away. Celtics this season, 20th in the NBA in clutch time games, 10 and 15 in clutch time games. Right now, we're 48 seconds away from this being a clutch time game. The Brooklyn Nets, by the way, are dead last. They're 4 and 15 in clutch time games. So that's who the Celtics beat last night in double OT. Chicago, clutch time games, they are much better. 8th. 15 and 11 record in clutch time games for Chicago. I'm going to go into the expanded standings, see where these teams rank in 3-point games. Celtics, 4 and 5 in 3-point games. Chicago, 8 and 3 Chicago has the most wins out of anybody in games determined by 3 points this season in the entire NBA. They just have a knack to win these close games. 8-3 in games determined by 3 points. Celtics 16-4. One of the best winning percentages in the NBA in games determined by 10 points. And then Chicago 9-13 in games decided by 10 points. So a lot at stake right now. We're 48 seconds away from this being a clutch time game. Celtics ranking 20th in the NBA in clutch winning percentage this season at 10-13 overall, 43.5% winning percentage. Chicago 8th in the NBA at 15-11 in clutch time games, 57.7%. The top team's the Lakers at 13-2 this year in the clutch. Celtics with 5:48 left to go, down by 3. Yeah, defense for them's been non-existent tonight. They're coming off their second night out of the back-to-back as we're back to action right now. It's the Celtics with the basketball going left to right on the floor. Derek White on the court. Pritchard, Brown, Queta, and Hauser. Derek White, entry pass lob, down low. Brown with position, soars up and scores. Up and off the backboard. Great assist right there by D. White, finding Brown at the rim. Corner jumpers buried by Buzelis on the 3. That's exactly what cannot happen right there for the Celtics. Couldn't get back defensively to set themselves with their D. Brown, lob, Queta, kick out, corner, Pritchard. Dribbles towards his right, takes the jumper, midi. Off the mark, no good. A rebound secured by Giddey. Josh Giddey has it up the course. We are down to 5 minutes left to go, approaching the mark. Buzelis slides it off to Patrick Williams. On top, back over to Buzelis. Jacks up the 3 straight away off the back from no good. Offensive rebound control by Giddey. Another 3 missed by Dosunmu. Pinwheeled around off the fingertips of Derek White out of bounds. It will stay Chicago ball. Giddey, Dosunmu, Williams, Buzelis, and Jalen Smith. That's the 5 of the floor currently for Chicago. Celtics 5 in the court as we do have a substitution for Chicago. Kobe White will check back in, and he'll replace Josh Giddey on the bench. Kobe White, 22 points, leads the team right now for Chicago. Sam Hauser, Neemias Queta, Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown. The 5 on the floor currently for the Celtics. Inbound goes to Buzelis in the corner. On top to Jalen Smith. Hand off to Dosunmu. Dosunmu off the Jalen Smith screen. 5 in the timer. On top with Smith. Pops up for the 3. Off the back from no good. Hauser controls the defensive rebound. Down by 4 for the Celtics. Gotta go, JB. Finds White. Derek White thought about the step back. Slides it off towards his left. Jaylen Brown off the double team. Back into the hands of Derek White. Takes the 3 straight away from the perimeter. Off the rim. Short, no good. And the shooting woes continue right now for Derek White. Derek White struggling this entire game. 4 for 16 from the floor. 3 for 10 from 3. Corner 3 off the back heel. Misfired by Buzelis. Celtics again with possession. 4:10 left to go. Brown, jumper from the perimeter off the mark. No good. That's a poor shot. Nobody got a touch besides Jaylen Brown in that possession. As we're down to 4 minutes left to play. Chicago 20 for 41, just under 50% from the perimeter. Kobe White had it stolen away. Jaylen Brown shoots out of the pack here up the floor. He had numbers and then lost the dribble as he had to slow it down to the corner. Hauser off balance. 3 off the mark, no good. Clear opening. Derek White with a putback. Scores up and then off the backboard. Easy to Chicago. Couldn't get back on the defensive side of the floor as Derek White came out with an offensive rebound, shot the gap, got the opening to the rim, led to the easy deuce. What a battle here, 109-107. As we're down to 3:36 left to go. Derek White poked it out of the hands of Buzelis. Was that out of bounds off Buzelis? That's the question. Referees ruled out of bounds off White. Wow, Chicago got lucky right there. Bulls at the baseline about to get the inbound. Josh Giddey back on the floor. He'll be the inbound passer. It's Giddey, Kobe White, Jalen Smith, Nikola Vucevic, and Buzelis. Giddey substituted back in the spot of Dosunmu. Giddey down low. Vucevic rolling. Scores. Up and in for 2. Derek White on the floor with Jordan Walsh, Neemias Queta, Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard. Brown at the wing of the perimeter. 15 on the timer. Down to under 3:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Down by 4 right now for the Celtics. JB gliding straight away, attacking inside the key. Circles around Smith. Fall away. High arcer off the rim. No good. Batted away. And a loose ball foul here. Charge to the Bulls. It will stop the clock with 3:06. It's going to be charged to Vucevic and a loose ball foul. What a game. If you're new on the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics will burn the timeout with 3:06 left to go in the fourth quarter. 3 timeouts remaining for Boston, 2 for Chicago tonight. Celtics limited to just 33% from the perimeter. Chicago almost 50%, 20 for 41 from the outside, 49% from 3. Celtics hanging in this game because they've committed just 5 total turnovers. Chicago almost triple the amount of turnovers as the Celtics with 14. Celtics 18-5 points off turnovers tonight in this game. If you're the Celtics, you got to take it to the rim. 48-42 points in the paint tonight for Boston. Get to the rim, see if you can get a couple and one opportunities, because the three-point shot making just hasn't been there tonight for the Celtics. Yesterday, that's what saved your team to win the game, was the three-point shot making. But right now, you got to start playing downhill. Clean, crisp playmaking. Excellent pacing. Get some rollers, get some cutters, get some pick and roll action, and get these guys to attack the rack against this Bulls defense. 111-107. Celtics will get the inbound. Pritchard, Hauser, Cada, Brown, White. The 5 of the court currently for the Celtics. Hauser off the inbound. Handoff Brown, accelerating downhill to the cup, goes up, and it will be bodies colliding down low here. A foul on Jaylen Brown, an offensive foul. Chicago takes the charge. It's going to go right back over to the Bulls. Kobe White, player of the game tonight for Chicago, took the charge. Under 3 minutes left to go. Bulls with a possession. Kobe White lobs it off to Vucevic around the perimeter. Backs his way. Outside on top. A three-point shot straight away off the back rim. No good by Chicago there with Giddey. Offensive rebound control by the Bulls though. Kobe White at the elbow, working on Pritchard here. 5 of the timer, fall away jumper, left it short. Jaylen Brown controls the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. Brown up the floor, spin cycle, attacking the paint, backdoor. Oh, he scores! Up and off the backboard. +1 coming up here at the free throw line for Jaylen Brown. Incredible! Spin cycle at the rim, eyes behind the back of his head, puts it up, draws the contact, count it, and one, baby. JB, big time right there. What a game. Jaylen Brown carrying, free throw. No good by Jaylen Brown. Stuck at 31. Cost the Celtics the game on Monday in a 1-point loss against the Pistons with a late free throw. Down to 2:10 left to go in this one with a timely missed free throw. And it is an offensive foul charged to Chicago. Josh Giddey completely irate about the foul. Jalen Smith, an illegal screen. It goes back to the Celtics. Boston with the basketball. Jaylen Brown at the top of the key. Down by 2 with 2 minutes even. Brown at the top of 101 takes on Kobe White around the perimeter. Towards his right, slides it off to Hauser. Outside of Brown. Brown dribbles up at the elbow. Brown lost control of the basketball. Tie up here on the floor between Jalen Smith. We're going to have a jump ball. Jaylen Brown had his pocket picked there. Got tied up with Jalen Smith. Jump ball at the Celtics free throw circle between Brown and Smith. What a battle. Chicago with 3 personal fouls. The graphic here says that Boston has 0. They did have the offensive foul by Brown. I don't think that they got the score bug correctly in the NBC Sports Boston graphic. Missed floater off the rim short by Cadas. The Celtics were able to win the tip-in, couldn't score a bucket. Chicago with possession. 90 seconds left to go in regulation. Josh Giddey dribbles, drives, kick, corner, 3. Buzelis off the mark, no good. A rebound secured by White. Of the Celtics, that is D. White. Derek White at the wing of the perimeter takes on Vucevic. Step back 3 in the air for the lead. Off the mark, no good. Missed by White. Out of bounds. Last touched by Kobe White. And he is signaling right now about the call by the officials. Kobe White cannot believe it. He thought it was out of bounds off of Pritchard. Billy Donovan gonna take the timeout. Challenge here coming up for Chicago. 1:12 left to go. Big time challenge here as the referees have to look at this one right at the monitor. Derek White bricked the 3. Kobe White, Peyton Pritchard battling off the rebound. Referees rolled it out of bounds off of Kobe White. Immediately signals challenge. Pritchard points in the direction of the Celtics. Pritchard gets the benefit of the call by the near side official right next to him on the play. Will this stand? And that's the question. Let's see here. Another replay. That's out by Pritchard. Sheet. That looked like it was touched by Pritchard. Sheet. Damn. That previous cam right there looked like it was out by Pritchard. Yeah, that looked like it was out by Pritchard. Sheet. Yup, call has been overturned. Bulls retain their timeout. 3 personal fouls by Chicago. 0 by the Celtics this quarter. 2 timeouts for each of these teams. Chicago will have the basketball. It was out off the fingertips of Pritchard. 111 to 109. Chicago will get the inbounds. Yeah, it was clearly out of bounds off Pritchard. Kobe White takes up the floor. Chicago has the basketball. Kobe White dribbles up to the left wing perimeter, sends it on top. Giddey back into the hands to White. Giddey, White on the floor. Jalen Smith, Vucevic, and Buzelis. 6 in the timer. Kobe White, step back 3. Off the back rim, no good. Jalen Brown collects the defensive rebound. 50 seconds left to go. Derek White, Jalen Brown, Sam Hauser, Neemias Queta, Peyton Pritchard. Brown looking for the tie right here with a 2. Spin cycle, tear, drop over Jalen Smith. No good off the mark. A lot of contact right there. No call with the referees. Chicago with a rebound. Celtics need a stop right here, right now. Josh Giddey slows it down. Whole crowd up on his feet at the United Center. Giddey off the double. Sends it on top to Smith. Flings it off to Kobe White. Attacks on Derek White. Up fake. Triple teamed inside the key. No good off the mark. Shoved off the rim. Misfired by Jalen Smith. Onto the pack. Jalen Brown. Euro step to the rim. Oh, he scores. Up and through. It is good for 2 for JB. Tie game. Coast to coast. Jalen Brown. 111, baby. What a game. Chicago burns another timeout. Kobe White triple teamed. Missed a shot. Jalen Smith missed the putback. Jalen Brown coast to coast off the rebound. Bucket. Tie game. Jalen Brown, Saturday night, prime time, under the bright lights, big time, tonight, for the MVP. 33 for JB. What a game. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We got 14.2 seconds left to play. Just a quick update, I will not be live for the next 4 streams here on the channel. I got college broadcasts every single day next week starting Tuesday. Tuesday, men's volleyball. Wednesday, women's basketball. Thursday, men's volleyball. Friday, men's and women's swimming. Saturday, men's basketball. Sunday, men's and women's swimming. So I am off all next week. No streams next week on the channel. I'll be live sometime after February 2. What a way. Previous 2 nights, yesterday and tonight, to close out this week for streams. Sensational. Jaylen Brown. Absolute tear, averaging 30.5 points per game in the month of January to start off 2026. 111-111. Chicago in the front court. 1 timeout remaining by the Bulls. 2 timeouts remaining by the Celtics. Kevin Huerter, near side front court, will be the inbound passer on the floor with Giddey, Vucevic, Kobe White, and Buzelis. Inbound goes to Giddey. 12 seconds left to go. Josh Giddey, defended by Hugo Gonzalez, edge in the midcourt logo. 6 seconds remaining. Giddey at the top of the key. Top, flings it off to White. Push pass, quarter for the win. Buzelis, oh, he buries it! Point 2 left to go. That's Huerter from the corners. He buried it on the triple. No way. Kevin Huerter sticks the 3. Cold-blooded. Chicago up by 3. Unbelievable shot right there. Marking an unbelievable game. Let's see, they're showing the replay of this right now. Josh Giddey off to White to the corner. Kevin Huerter stuck it. Kevin Huerter sticks in a major 3 near side corner off the assist by Kobe White. That's a tough one right there for Boston tonight. Point 2. I mean, what can you really do with point 2? You need 3. Point 2, you can't really do much. Point 2 is just like, you see if you can get the shot off from the perimeter as quick as possible. So congrats tonight for Chicago. As, yeah, there's no chance with point 2. Point 2 left. Celtics in the front court. Derek White, far side front court, inbound passer. Can't really do much. Off to Pritchard. Puts one up at the buzzer. That almost went in. Off the glass a little bit too strong. It's final. 114-111. Chicago tonight pulls off the dub over the Celtics. 114-111. What a game. Kevin Huerter, the hero tonight. Quarter 3. One night after Hugo Gonzalez buried a corner 3 to force double overtime on the Brooklyn Nets. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls in their home court on D. Rose night get the best of the Celtics. 114-111, the final score. What a game between these two teams tonight. Honestly, not shocked the Celtics lost this game tonight because yesterday they played a double overtime game. Flew to Chicago, night 2 of a back-to-back, gun in at 4 in the morning. What a battle between these two teams tonight. Jaylen Brown gave it his all. 33 points, 14 for 28 from the floor, 8 rebounds for JB tonight. Led all scorers in this game. Derek White with 15 at the end of this one. He missed 13 shots, though, from the floor. Would have been nice if he'd been able to make more because the Celtics would have won it if he was much more efficient. Anthony Simons, great game for him off the bench. He had 21 tonight for Simons. Pritchard finished with 10 tonight alongside 7 assists. Chicago, big night. They had 7 guys. Check that, 8 guys. 8 guys, double figures scoring. Kobe White, 22. Player of the game tonight goes to Kobe White for the Bulls, 22. Plus the game-winning assist and the push pass to the corner, Kevin Huerter. Play of the night, corner 3. Point 2 left to go. Buries the triple. Game-winning 3. Kevin Huerter finished with 12. Tonight became the 8th Bull to reach double figures. 14 by Jalen Smith. 14 by Buzelis. Vucevic, 16. Dosunmu and Patrick Williams each with 10. Okoro finished with 12. What a game. Props out to Chicago tonight. They played the Celtics tough, and Bulls were able to pick up the win. The Celtics need to figure it out defensively. I know they're coming off a back-to-back, so they're not as defensively engaged as what they should have been, but if they were defensively engaged, they would have won this game tonight for Boston. Thanks all for joining in tonight for this one. And Joe with a dono, really appreciate it, brother, with a dono. 114-111, Chicago picks up the win here. I'll be off all next week, so no streams next week. Got a lot of college broadcasts coming up, so will not be available until after February 2 for my next stream. And we're going to close out to the channel members here. If you're out in a snowstorm tomorrow, make sure to stay home if possible, and keep warm tomorrow. And also stay safe if you're out in a snowstorm for tomorrow. We're going to close out to the channel members. All members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason John, Michael Bradley Joe, Lonely Satellite Warren, the Nija player, Norma, Kelly, Ogie, Russell, Rydog, Astros fan, I am Ghost, Ian, Edith, and Owl on the prowl. Close one tonight. Absolute thriller tonight. This time the Celtics on the wrong side of the victory margin. It goes to Chicago. Chicago wins 114-111 against the Celtics here on this Saturday night. Thanks so much all for joining in, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night, everybody.